Thank you, Margie, for joining us on Nonprofit Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Can you tell me, what is the Santa Barbara Education Foundation?
Well, Santa Barbara Education Foundation is a foundation that was established in 1985, and the purpose is to promote private support of public education. And in the beginning, we raised money for projects like the playground equipment, maps, globes, library equipment. Later, we've supported music programs in the schools, and we've supported measures that create capital or create income for capital improvements and for enrichment programs in the schools like science, math, art, music.
It sounds like you're doing such great work. How do you raise money? How does the Santa Barbara Education Foundation get and find support?
Well, that's a good question. We write a lot of grants, and we're lucky to have very strong support of local foundations. We do direct mail appeal. We also do a Hope Awards.
Tell me a little bit more about that. When is the Hope Award? What time of year?
Well, I'm not sure that there's a particular time of year that the Hope Awards have always occurred, but we've been doing Hope Awards since 1998. We've been honoring people who provide outstanding support to public education. And that list includes Michael Tobes, Pierre Claessens, Marilyn Gevirtz, Natalie Orfila, Tom Parker. This year we'll be, in 2011, we'll be honoring Virgil Elings and retiring superintendent Dr. Brian Sarvis. They both have contributed greatly to the public education locally in Santa Barbara.
What a great group of people and nice leaders in our community. Thank you so much, Margie, for talking with me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Harry, for joining me.
Thank you for this opportunity.
It's our pleasure. Can you tell me what the Santa Barbara Foundation is doing in terms of supporting the music programs, and why does the Santa Barbara Education Foundation support music?
Okay, well, the Santa Barbara Education Foundation about 8 years ago decided they wanted to support music and arts in the school, so they formed Keep the Beat. That's when I got involved and kind of got charged with that task. And the reason is because lack of funding in the schools, it seemed they were stripping away the music and arts programs. And music is a basic foundation, a learning block to help students better understand other courses like science and math. So we felt it was an important curriculum to keep in the school.
Well, I'm sure many of our viewers have heard of Keep the Beat, but provide a little bit more detail for me. What exactly is Keep the Beat?
Keep the Beat basically is in charge of, again, providing music education in the school. And we do that through the support of our community and local artists who we engage to do performances for the community. And we bring the kids into those performances for stimulation, excitement level. It gives them a great experience with professionals to see even if they wanted to pursue a career in music, what it could do for them. But mainly, the function of Keep the Beat, again, is to keep that part of education, the arts, which is a key component, we feel, in learning, and has been proven and scientifically how it's helping these students over the years to better comprehend other subjects.
Which leads me to my next question. Can you tell me about some of the success stories that the music program has had over the years?
Oh, sure. There were some students who were testing far below their grade level. When they got involved in the music program, we saw them actually testing out of resource, which means higher than their grade level.
Wow.
And you know, these were kids who, some of them came from a little impoverished background. It also helped their self-esteem. The teachers saw the remarkable improvements in every aspect of their character, their social aspects, and how they were doing in testing in school. So basically gave them a good opportunity for the future and what they would like to do as they grow up.
Who are some of the local musicians that are getting involved with Keep the Beat?
Let's see, we've had Jeff Bridges, we've had Jack Johnson, Michael McDonald, Glenn Phillips, Toad and the Wet Sprocket guys.
Sure,
and,
yeah.
JR from Dishwalla and Rodney from Dishwalla also. We've had quite a few artists. the list is growing. We've had Maroon 5 as well when they did their concert at the County
Oh,
Ball.
perfect,
So
yeah.
it's quite a pretty good support from our local artists.
Thank you so much, Harry,
Sure.
for talking with me.
Thank you for having us.
Mark, thank you so much for joining me today. We've heard from Harry and we've heard from Margie about the ways that the Santa Barbara Education Foundation supports many of the programs within our education system here in Santa Barbara. What are some of the other ways that the Education Foundation supports education in our community?
Well, the Santa Barbara Education Foundation was set up to support the Santa Barbara School District, which is the primary and secondary districts. All of our elementary schools in Santa Barbara School District and our junior highs and high schools are also supported by our foundation. The foundation has a number of roles in addition to just providing and lending its support through program funding and assistance. The foundation is in the last few years taken on a role of advocacy and speaking for the value and benefits of public education. There's a lot of discussion these days about the budget and the cost of education, and we're really trying to promote the dialogue and redirect that and talk about the value that education has for the community and society. We think it's very important that the school districts have the resources, the funding resources to operate effectively and provide a quality education. One of the ways we've been very successful in supporting the districts is through ballot measures, and the last general election passed a parcel tax measure which supported program funding for music in the classrooms, arts and language, science and technology, and ninth grade math class size reduction.
How can our viewers get involved with the Santa Barbara Education Foundation? What is your contact information, website, and do you have a Facebook page?
We do. Ironically enough, we do have a Facebook page, and it's been very effective, and it's an effective tool for reaching not only our students, which we want to make sure that we're communicating with, but also a larger group of people. We have a website. We do have an office here. We're fortunate enough to be included in the arts building that Hutton has provided on State Street for nonprofits, and so we're very fortunate to have that opportunity. We do have a website, SantaBarbaraEducationFoundation.org, that you can attend. You can also get information from the Santa Barbara School District website. There's a link to our website. Teachers in schools and school staff can also direct people to the organization, the foundation, if they're interested. And we welcome any interest from volunteers to people with skill sets. Our board is a working board made up of a number of different folks with different skill sets in the community.
Margie was telling us about that. So if one of our viewers is interested in volunteering and is not quite sure just yet where they might and how they might fit in, just give you guys a call and...
Yeah, we'll never say no to helping schools. It will help to find them some way to participate in. We advocate really for our community to engage and consider the public education system in our town a public resource. We're all fully vested in that, and it's a nice way for folks. We never stop being students. We were all students once, but we never stop learning. So it is a great way for people to give back.
I certainly share that sentiment. Thank you so much, Mark, for joining us. Thank you for the great work that you do, the great work that the Santa Barbara Education Foundation does for our community. You're watching Nonprofit Spotlight.
If you'd like your nonprofit featured in a future Nonprofit Spotlight, contact us at the information on your screen.